It's over.
What's good, everybody? Renato 17 here. Today we're going to be doing Aftermath UFC 272 showcase. First up is going to be Renato Moicano. Now, Renato Moicano, he took a very tough fight against RDA on 6 days' notice. Arguably should have got called to finish on him in round 3, but he was able to muster up from there. Goddard gave him his chances. And you know Dominic Cruz is probably like yelling at the end of the word that he probably wishes that Goddard was his ref against Henry Cejudo. But, you know, Moicano was able to survive the 5 rounds. Actually had a good varying degree of success in round 5, which is impressive to say the least. And he definitely had his stock come up as a result of that fight. And RDA looked sensational as well. It was funny, though, that he tried to impose a grappling-based game plan. I noticed that a lot of opponents that aren't necessarily on the level of the opponents that were able to out-grapple RDA think, okay, this is how you beat Rafael dos Anjos. You just got to just grapple him. And then it just doesn't work. I believe the only guys who have done so is Colby, Usman, and Chiesa in the small cage. And he wasn't able to get off much damage either. I think only Usman was able to really get off damage. Colby just kind of held him against the cage. Didn't get anything significant. But less about that. Back to Renato Moicano. He definitely needs some move level buffs with regards to his punches. They're severely underrated. His kicks, I think they just got to fix up the lead roundhouse and body roundhouse. Now, in lightweight, he does not have a level 5 lead leg kick. But I believe in featherweight it is level 5. So I'm pretty sure that's the case. However, his grappling's pretty good. He does have access to one of the turning doubles, which is really clutch. He does have a really solid reactive double leg. Good submissions, good choking submissions. All his submission ones are by rear naked choke. Although I'll probably look for that for back flat if the opportunity opens up. Has boxing combos level 3, I believe. And yeah, good submissions, good orthodox subs. And yeah. We're going to take him over to quick fight, and then if we have enough time, we'll get a fight over in ranked championships, and we're going to have some fun. I'm going to try to employ a fun little play style with Moicano. So one of the first few fights I've ever watched with Renato Moicano was actually against Jeremy Stephens, and I was, I think it was on UFC on Fox. It was something. I was watching that fight, and I think at the time I was pulling for Stephens, and I was getting so tight because Renato kept on just circling, and just throwing kicks at him. Like, yeah, he always does throwing kicks, but in retrospect, it's a really effective strategy. So we'll touch him up. We're getting a little rematch here against Calvin Kattar, and this is another fighter that he had a lot of success against with his leg kick. So in this case, the skirmisher perk would help me with going backwards, but I'm pretty sure that Kattar has a perk that allows him to pressure forward, so it kind of negates that advantage that I would have thought I would have. So, oof, nice slip straight. Ooh, that's not good. Let's get out of here. Let's get out of here. He's cutting me off really well. Notice that he's like circling with me and he's not just going straight forward. So that's making it a little bit harder for me to cut off around. But we're going to use the stiff arm retreat. And the whole point, when you're trying to use Moicano, what I'm trying to do right now, check that one, is I'm going to be trying to sneak into kicks in the middle of my opponent's combinations because they can't check if they're in the middle of punching you. And that's how Moicano likes to sneak in that calf kick, especially that lead leg calf kick. And then once he starts getting really comfortable, he'll sit down, throw like a 1-2 leg kick, cross 2 leg kick. I said cross 2. Lead hook to the cross and then to the leg kick. And he understands that when he's in the pocket, you got to sit down and throw to get your opponent to respect you. So even in fights where he's having success, like he did against Kattar, he understood, all right, I gotta throw just enough to get them to not feel comfortable just getting in my face, because that's not what he does his best work. Although this Kattar, he is incessant. He's doing a lot of preemptive slips. He's expecting the 1-2. So I'm just gonna play a few games here. I want him to slip. There it is. That's how you kind of just play with your opponent's mental. See that he wants to throw back after he blocks that 1-2. And that's going to be my opportunity to sneak in the calf kick. The more you can get your opponent to freeze up and worry about what you're doing, the better it is for you. That fast hand sprint makes his 1-2s really fast. Huh? It's the 1-2 meta head kick. Good pressure. Oof, I whiffed that one. Bad whiff. Another thing is that because his jab is level 5, it doesn't use that much stamina. So you can afford to kind of pop that thing all day. I want to target the body, but I don't know if he's going to go for an uppercut yet, so not just yet. There it is. Over the body hook. There it is. Catch him on the entry. And the thing is, this is on quick fire right now, so I know he's specifically looking at my blocking meter, because as you guys know, I don't play with the HUD, especially on quick fight, unless I'm going against some of my friends on my streams. And they're looking, when you guys make your offense based on the block meter, it leads you to being very predictable on when you're going to throw, because you're relying on the bar to tell you, okay, his block meter, his forearm or his guard is low, now I'm going to go for my big strike, and that's what leaves you to get intercepted, leaves you to being open. So again, I tell a lot of my subscribers this, I hope they're not going to give him that round, right? I mean, that was a close round. He did land some good damaging strikes, but I felt like I should have took that. But yeah, I tell my subscribers, you got to give it a shot with playing with no HUD, so you can really get used to like the feel and understand what shots are hard. Let's play it here. Moicano definitely loves to plant and throw hooks when he can. The oblique kick is another good weapon of his. Alright, 6 there's 1-2. Alright, he did not like that jab. That was a stiff jab. Got him slip. There we go. Woo! Beautiful stagger on that leg kick. That is extremely damaging. Let's keep it right here. There we go. So another thing, you can work in a rule of threes. And what I mean by that is usually when you throw something twice and your opponent hasn't reacted to that, it is very likely that they're going to react to it the third time, and that's when you can change up whether you're going to throw a straight strike or a round strike. Speaking of, wow, okay. Didn't know I was getting my prostate exam early. But one thing that people don't tend to realize. Oh, I see what you're trying to do, young boy. I see what you're trying. Nice, that front kick went through. There it is. I only knew that was gonna land because Swiss Slidebacks had done that to me. All right, now we can grapple. Let's go, get him down. If we can get back flat, we'll try to choke him out from there. I'm not gonna do it from here. But a lot of people aren't aware of like their short-term stamina, or how a lot of players play is by just waiting for you to throw back and then they plant when they have the stamina advantage, because a lot of this game is based on stamina and damage. That's the two key things. So if you're constantly winning those trades and winning those exchanges, you can win a lot of fights with fighters that aren't supposed to be quote-unquote better in certain areas in this game. Obviously there's a skill differential there for certain people, but it can work. Now Moicano, he aggressively pursues mount, and he uses aggressively pursuing mount as a means to get to the back, because I believe this happened against Cub Swanson. When he mounted Cub Swanson, Cub tried to give up his back to create a scramble situation, and in the midst of doing that, Renato was able to get under his throat and sink in the choke. In a few of his other fights, the sequence is very, very similar. So going to be heavily pursuing mount, and the more you heavily pursue mount against your opponents, the more likely you're going to be focused on that denial. So then you start faking and doing everything else, and it opens up a lot more. I'm not going to try and finish him here. Just going to get just enough damage. But yeah, let me know what you guys thought of the overall card. I thought the overall card wasn't something pay-per-view worthy, excuse me. That is just a stall. But I thought it was a decent card. I thought it would have been better as like a fight night. I didn't think it was pay-per-view worthy, and I haven't seen anything with regards to the numbers on UFC 272. But it wasn't something like crazy. I had made a bet with a friend. Like, it was a small bet, nothing involved, just like a who's gonna be right type of thing. And I told him, I'm like, Kobe's not gonna finish Masvidal. He's not gonna finish him. And he's like, yeah, bro, he's gonna finish him. Like, it's that wrestling he can't handle. I'm like, look, it's not a matter whether he can handle it. It's a matter if Kobe's actually going to try and pursue a finish. Most likely than not, it's not going to. It's gonna go to decision. Now, there was a moment I was like, shit, I don't want to give this guy bragging rights, but he was able to, the decision came through. And I will say, whoo, yes sir, love that stagger animation. I'll talk about that in a moment. But I'll say that eye poke really in that round one. Not a fan of how Herb handled that at all for Masvidal. Not much at all. Oof, went to head kick, hit my shoulder.
just misses with that one.
You know. So now he's going forward a lot. If he tries to go laterally, it'll be a little bit slower. So now he's just pressing forward. But yeah, I'm not a fan of how Herb Dean handled that eye poke for Masvidal. Because for the time before, up into the eye poke, there it is. Can we drop him? Nah, I can drop him. But yeah, up into the eye poke, Kobe did not look comfortable in there. And then that eye poke is what set up the initial grappling exchange. And Masvidal was extremely heated. And for those of you, if you don't know what it's like to like take an eye poke or like just even have somebody like accidentally like touch your eye while grappling, it is not fun. It is not a good thing. But yeah, that something that Moicano was doing against RDA, which I rocked this guy with already, was he was throwing a rear uppercut, lead hook cross. And I like that because I think it was to discourage RDA from ducking. Right, so RDA ended up having to like shift his head to the outside to try to get his doubles, but it started to work because when you start throwing those straight strikes up the middle, it discourages your opponents from going for takedowns because they don't want to get clapped by an uppercut. So he made that adjustment in the later rounds, and that's what kind of stopped RDA from getting some of these takedowns. I was concerned that I'd see a repeat of like the Stevens and RDA's debut fight. I'm like, please don't duck into an uppercut and get deleted. Please don't. Alright. Other thing about Moicano is that if he doesn't finish you, he's more likely than not going to win a decision. And we're in a really good spot here to secure this decision. Oh! Rock him there. I just do that for shits and giggles. I literally just do that for shits and giggles. Alright, he threw it against Ortega. He had some fun stuff, like the flying knees and the spin. I honestly didn't expect that to land. I did not expect that to land at all. Alright, that's good. That's a good one. It's a good little fun. He was oddly competitive, honestly. It was a pretty good cater. He didn't back down for the most part. And he held his own. He did get some good damage off himself, as you can see by my model just going up and down. But hopefully you guys enjoyed that one. Probably going to do maybe one more quick fight and then a rank fight because it's been a while since I've uploaded. So I want to give you guys a very extended video. So I'll be right back with y'all once I get into another fight. Ah, yes. McGregor. Now, the question is, like, what type of McGregor is this guy going to be? There's, hopefully he's not too crazy, and it can allow me to try to employ the alternate game plan, because what I did with the Cater fight, it was more so, like, catching him with the leg kicks coming in, and then he just didn't respect my space, so it was almost like a war of attrition. And, okay. So you see this, you notice that the first thing this guy did was just to back up. Right? Back up? Okay, so I'm gonna just do the same thing. So back up. I'm gonna kill like 20 seconds on the clock. And the jab lead hook cross is a very menacing throw. I hope you're not terrible. I gotta do just enough so I can carry you in this fight. Like, I don't want to walk through. That's one of the hardest things for like showcases, when I want to showcase how a fighter fights. I don't want to like buzzsaw through people, because then it's not really a showcase. That's my opinion. You can disagree with me if you want, but I feel like when you're going to showcase a fighter, it's not just about bull rushing people and getting them out of there, because then it takes away from like the MMA experience. So for now, I'm gonna play this in and out footsies game with this guy, and try to give you guys some notes along the way. So notice, like, I'm going in, I bounce in, bounce out, and he tries to throw. So if you guys haven't realized already, I'm kind of going with the jab cross, the leg kick in. Okay, this guy's already committing a very fatal error. And the fatal error is, a lot of guys, if you're not a kicker yourself, like if you don't actually time kicks much yourself, or haven't done so in a competitive setting, whether it be ranked or ESFL or something along those lines, and you just try to kick back with somebody who's kicking you, especially with a fighter who has better kicks than you, more likely than not, you're going to shred your own legs. That was nice, though. He faked the rear leg kick to close the range, and then went to the jab leg kick. Maybe I spoke too soon. Yeah, I wouldn't recommend that. Yeah, because McGregor's leg health isn't that good either. Ooh. Yes, that's the only combination this guy knows. Like the jab cross and then the jab lead hook cross kind of discouraged me from lunging to that side. Ouch. If he was orthodox, I'd be avoiding that, but he's in southpaw, so I gotta lunge the other way. There you go. Slapping him with 2 kicks. Moicano style.
Oh, that's a nice straight punch there.
Alright, now we can let loose a little bit with the Muay Thai. Just secure the round. Secure the round. That's the biggest thing with lower rated fighters. You gotta try and secure the round. Instead of trying to just take the better rated fighter out of there, and you're more likely to lose that firefight. Oh my lord. Jeez.
That skill is on display.
McGregor gets
chip away at him. But if you can like win the small exchanges, landing cleaner, landing more staggering blows, blocking a lot of your opponent's blows. Oh, look at that. You see what I tell you? He's kicking my leg, and then he ends up getting leg rocked because he got checked multiple times. He had the same entry, just a naked leg kick every single time. He's doing a good job with the footsies himself. But that should be my round. That definitely should be my round. I felt like he was whiffing a lot. Now McGregor has like the power differential between the two, so he can land stuff and it might get scored a little bit more. But I felt as a whole, I did a lot more. Oh, they're showing so many of these goddamn highlights.
Here we go with round 2. Round 1, pretty good, not great, but some action on both sides.
We can't always hope for fireworks, John.
Touch him up. Yeah, I just wonder where Moicano's gonna go from here because you know that's a lot of damage he took in that fight. And I was saying with my boys like they gotta stop this fight, man, because he's gonna take some. This damage might affect him into his next one. Like I remember he got TKO'd by Chang Sung Jung in featherweight, got deleted by Aldo. Like a standing TKO by Aldo. Damn, bro, stop kicking with that leg. What's wrong with you? It's hurt. You can't afford to kick with that leg. Jeez. Just gonna work on the other ACL. Just let me do that in peace.
He's not even getting a combination. I mean, if you're gonna sit there at the drive-thru, order a combination, take the soda with your food.
But yeah, and then Fiziev lost, right? Like he got caught coming in, and Fiziev just deleted him with the left hook. So I'm hoping like for Moicano, if he wants to like keep his career alive. This company, the UFC, is not a company that's going to reward you for your heroics for them. At the end of the day, you're used by them to make money. They don't even pay the fighters the full amount of what they're worth. So you gotta, I understand being a warrior, I understand the mentality, being a combat sports athlete, but you gotta put yourself and your health and your family first. And if you're gonna continue to fight, ooh, coming there. At least take a step down in competition. Get the wins, because regardless, you're going to get paid. I'm assuming he got paid definitely a little bit extra for taking. He definitely got some locker room money for taking that fight. Ooh. I told you, stop kicking. Oh, my Lord. You don't listen. Y'all don't listen. This is the longest 3-rounder I've ever been in. Jeez. I feel like by now it should already be at the 45-second mark. Yeah, he's already kind of folded. Now he's kind of retreating. He's waiting for me to make a mistake. That's how it goes. Go, we'll try for that. Note to self when you're fighting a Conor McGregor and they're throwing that hook kick. You want to lunge to where their rear leg is at. Got that leg kick, right?
And he landed the right hand there.
It's going to be hard with that exchange with Conor. Oh, come on! Ooh, fuck that. Oh, Lord. His foot is a balloon. And I guarantee you this guy's going to kick with that rear leg. He's going to end up getting rocked. Okay, he can really, like... Being aggressive. This is what she should have been doing from the jump. 10 seconds left. We're gonna go over anything crazy. Okay. Okay. That's it. That's 2 rounds in the books. 2 rounds. 2 rounds. I wonder who else he could fight though, because I really don't know a lot of the unranked lightweights. I know Moicano isn't ranked. Like I'd have to see like the UFC lightweight roster. I know he beat Alexander Hernandez, right? He beat Alexander. He choked him out recently, right? I'm not bugging. So that's a good win for Moicano. And then I kind of, yeah, I don't know who else this man can fight. Like, Dan Hooker's going down to 45, so that fight's not a thing. He also beat that dude Jai Herbert. I don't know who else is in lightweight. Oh, Rocky. Oh boy, this is where the fun begins. This is where the fun begins. I can just start chucking head kicks because his leg health is so hurt. Oh my God, his obliques are so filthy. Ah! Oh, hello darkness, my old friend. See, I told you when you catch them with the kicks when they're coming in, it works well. That damage adds up. Now, if I get a leg kick TKO, I really doubt it. Because it's pretty tough, but that pretty much secures the fight for me. And the messed part is I'm going to back up and he's not even going to come forward. He doesn't even want to win. His head movement. I noticed with Moicano, his head movement. I think that's what the head movement stat affects. Like, oh shit. Are you serious? Please tell me y'all saw my hook turn into a goddamn. Whatever. Oh! Oh, he tried to do something. He tried to throw some shit. Wow. With an oblique kick? With an oblique. Ain't no way, bro. Ain't no way. What'd he try to do? He tried to throw like a body kick or a head kick or something and planted all that weight onto that leg and just doop. That's it, man. You're going to have to get your whole LCL, MCL, ACL reconstructed. Tisk. Adios, Senor Ponytail McGregor. Ooh, take a bow for that one, Moicano. See, one thing I really dislike about ranked championships is the calves, man. I fought like 3 or 4 calves in a row. I fought a Mike Tyson calf, and he was absolutely I fought like a clown calf. And I just wanted to fight a regular human being, so it was like 30 minutes. This thing's almost done and over with. This is going to be the last fight. We're going against Dustin. I know this is a new season, so I don't know if this guy's any good. Okay, such an electric elbow lead hook. Okay. Stiff arm retreat. Okay, we engage situation here.
It does not describe how good he is.
Preemptive slipping. Nice. I like it.
This guy, once you're on the ground,
ooh, okay, he's throwing hammers.
You are constantly getting a
oh! Yo! This man did not just throw 3 head kicks in a row. 4. I can't tell if he's trash or just a psychopath. Oh man, I gotta be careful. No. He really threw 3 head kicks in a row. What's wrong? You're sick. You are sick. He's feint. Oh, I like that. I notice how he dipped down with the body jab feint, and then he's going up top with the overhand. I like that. And he's faking. See that? This is not. Wow. I can't believe I missed. But not the cleanest player I'm seeing, but that is very. I like that. He's earning respect because he's trying to make the pace very frantic. There you go, check that leg out. In open stance, if you get somebody circling to their rear leg side and you hit him with a calf kick, you get that staggered animation. Whew. Let's get out of here. Get out of here with that. That pull elbow is a very cheeky thing to do. Not my favorite thing to do, but Moicano did attempt it against RDA.
Really timing his shots nicely, good tempo, very accurate, finding the range with relative ease. Yeah, he's doing a great job.
I wonder if he needs a different like cross animation. Oh wow, it's like weird because like the guy doesn't seem to have like much of a pattern. He just kind of gets pressing shit. So I just gotta read when he starts to have a pattern and just keep up my own offense because he is pressuring hard right now. Oh lord. Are you serious? Wow. No. Oh, that 85 power in that goddamn chin, bro. Couldn't take him out. He's blocking low now, though.
So under a minute to go here in what has been a competitive and
Hi.
action-packed first round.
You are a psycho. Let's go.
His opponent could be out of here soon, DC.
With the flurry. Deliver. With the knees. Oh, yeah. You try to fire back. Your head up is still low. Uh-huh.
He's as confused as he was on his first test in elementary school.
He's circling hard to his power side. Rocked him. Can we finish him? Can we get him out? Yes. 1, 2. No. Hey, guys getting sleepy too. I want this fight to be over with.
He took that shot and he kept
sidestep that. Hit with the hook. I don't know why so many people have been doing that. Like just random front kick and then I don't know. It's just like a. So somebody explains to me like why do people think that's like super. I understand it. I guess it's like to make your opponent drop their hands if they think it's a body teep. Now if you condition them enough times, I can see why you would do it. But then again, if they're smart enough, they're gonna just sidestep it anyways. So I think you just have to set it up a little bit better than just going forward with it like a psychopath. Ooh, that one just bopped him. Ooh, that one too was stinging him. Oh yes. Yeah, it's a wrap. It's a wrap. He hasn't even landed a strike yet. Oh, wow. He got chin checked by that hook. All right, let's go for the sub. Let's go for the sub. I'm not going to waste too much time trying to... I really want to like to get like some rear naked choke finishes, but I don't want to get the one from back sitting and back flat significantly hard. This guy might get out though. Is he? Is he? Because once that arm extends, you're kind of screwed. Yep. Yeah, it's a wrap. Yeah, this is done. This is done. Alright, fellas. That's going to be it for the Renato Moicano Carneiro showcase. Yeah, sorry, buddy. Hopefully you guys enjoyed that showcase. Up next is going to be Rafael dos Anjos. This is Romero 17. I'm glad you guys showing up with a lot of love, a lot of support. Thank you guys so much. I am out of here.